Discord is about to get a lot better because they unlocked a bunch of new things that developers can use to make your experience on Discord better. Now, I'm not a developer and you probably aren't either, so I'm going to turn all this complex documentation into something that we can understand as mere mortals. So if you're watching this video the time it comes out, first off, I love you, but second, Discord is actually on a work vacation to GDC 2024, which is the Game Developers Conference. Now, Discord isn't at this conference for no reason. In fact, they're using it to advertise their new features that they just released. And I want to talk about three very specific things. First off, Embedded App SDK, which translates to custom activities on Discord. We also have Apps Break Free from Servers, which translates to user apps, which are something I'm extremely excited about. And finally, hidden within Discord's GDC schedule, there's also some information about Discord quests. Now, imagine you spend every single waking hour on Discord. You are the definition of a Discord degenerate, and some of you don't even need to imagine because that is reality, but chances are you've spent all your time going through every single Discord activity. You probably clocked in 100 hours on each activity. You are that chronically online. And what that also means is that these activities are extremely boring to you. Well, I have good news for you, Discord degenerate. Actually, it's just good news for me because I am the Discord degenerate, but Discord is releasing the Embedded App SDK, which translation means custom activities on Discord. This feature is fantastic for everyone on the platform, for developers and for users. Some of the most popular games that people are playing right now are actually indie games. Stardew Valley, Project Zomboid, Terraria's Heat, I love that game. But the thing with indie games is that as an indie developer, you are dealing with a lot of good competition, but also Steam is just filled with absolute garbage sometimes. And with Discord adding a way where you can have custom games on Discord, this is just a new market for indie developers to kind of latch onto, which means we might get more indie games and indie developers have a better chance at being really popular. Now you might be thinking, wow, NTTS, that was an original thought. No, Discord just said the same thing in this article and I rephrased it to sound smart. Now, the thing with Steam is that if you are bored on a weekend and you don't want to do anything normal like go outside like a normal human being, you can just go on Steam and find any random game to play and chances are you're going to have a good time. And with Discord, they plan on doing the same thing to keep you chronically online because they're adding a discovery page that is hopefully coming soon. It'll probably take 6 months. And finally, there's an additional benefit for the developer because Discord is adding monetization where these developers can get paid for their work, which should be a normal thing, but internships exist for some reason. And right now I feel like I'm advertising Discord for no pay at all. So that's why I'm going to be negative for a second. And honestly, there is going to be a new scamming technique with these custom activities. It's just going to happen and we'll have to wait and see. Now, the rest of this page just has a whole bunch of yap talking about different developers, but there's always gold at the bottom, baby, because it turns out Discord is having a competition where you could win up to $30,000 for having a Discord custom activity idea. And gamers, I'm about to get $30,000 for free because Discord users are chronically online losers who are lonely, and I am a big brain genius. I'm going to make a dating simulator game. It's time for me to get that gambling money, so I'm going to join this app pitches, and it turns out that the submissions are open on April 1st. Now, the reason why I'm showing you any of this in the first place and why I'm even talking about this app pitch thing is because Discord explains what you can actually do with these custom activities, and it's genuinely really cool. So they have a category called Compete for the competition where you make a game that's competitive, and they're giving examples like MOBAs, like League of Legends, real-time strategy games, like whatever real-time strategy games are. But they also want you to make escape games, cooperative games, RPGs. There's a lot of categories, but honestly, this is really going to show my age, so I'm kind of embarrassed to say this, but Cool Math Games, that website was my absolute jam. If you went to the computer lab during school, you weren't doing work. You were playing Cool Math Games. And I feel like Discord's going to kind of be like the boomer or the zoomer, the iPad kids. The iPad kids generation of Cool Math Games is going to be Discord's custom activities where there's a whole bunch of games that you can play and no one's going to ban Discord because it's just a chatting platform. But really, the sky is the limit. If Discord is telling you a MOBA game on Discord or an RPG on Discord, either Discord is grossly overpromising or this is actually something that people can do on Discord, which as a result, we get more fun games to play. Now, I have absolutely no idea how to code, but the second I saw $30,000, I had to risk it for the biscuit. So I went to my Discord developer portal and they have a new section called Activities. But here's the thing, reality kind of hit me pretty hard in the face because when I look at Discord's documentation for these activities and I figure out how they work, this stuff is wizard science to me. I have no idea what's going on. I'm not going to get $30,000. My life is over because to be honest, I am stupid when it comes to programming. The only thing I kind of know is AutoHotkey and my scripts look like complete garbage. But here's the thing. Discord wants you to make a custom application because they made a tutorial called Build Your First Discord Activity. I'll have this linked in the description because this tutorial is actually really good. Whoever made this at Discord, just put your headphones against your cheek for a second. Mwah! That's for you. Now, with these custom activities, there's just one limitation. Keep this in mind, that you can't use activities in servers with more than 25 users. In-app purchases don't work, and there will be something called verified activities, but they don't work in the preview at the moment. And finally, existing verified apps cannot make activities. Now, if you thought I was hype on the Skype for custom Discord activities, you're completely wrong, because I actually never go in Discord voice calls because I'm antisocial and I hate the way my voice sounds. The thing that I'm extremely excited about are these custom user apps. And gamers, they start working on March 18th, and today is March 21st. I'm gonna have a tweet linked in the description by Advaith that has a whole bunch of links to Discord user apps, so you can test them out yourself, but I'm gonna show you how they work. So we have this Discord bot called Advaith bot, and when you add this Discord bot, you get two options. You can add it to your server or you can try it right now. But there's also user apps that only work on your account. You can see that I don't have the option. All I can do is press authorize. Now, this user tags app is definitely a very useful user app. And the way that it works is that you go into a Discord channel and you just run a / command. Now, you'll notice in this Discord server, I only have Clyde, but you'll notice that I have this bot here, user tags, which allows me to create text macros. But once you create a text tag, you can just run the command /tag and it'll show you the tag that you made. And when you press enter, it turns that small chunk of text into a big long one that someone can read. Again, this is a very simple example and the sky is the limit. Just like those custom Discord activities, these user apps have a lot of potential. And since they literally came out like 3 days ago, I say give it 4 months and I'm probably gonna have a video of like top 10 Discord user apps that you need to use. But since this feature is in beta, there are some limitations. If I actually run the / command in a different server, because you can use this anywhere by the way, if I run the Fortnite tag and I press enter, you will notice that it only shows up as an ephemeral. It only shows up as this blue text, which means that no one else can see it except me. But the reason why only I can see this message is because it's in beta and Discord doesn't want a whole bunch of people spamming these commands, so the responses are only visible to you if you're in servers with over 25 people. Now, the final thing that Discord announced very sneakily at GDC 2024, which I would go to in real life, but I'm not allowed on an airplane. It's not an excuse because I don't want to go outside. But the thing that Discord announced that you have to dig quite a bit for are Discord quests. Here's the thing, a lot has happened with Discord's quest feature. In fact, there's a whole page talking about it, and this is a massive can of worms that really does need its own video. And previously I talked about the early stages of Discord's quest feature, but now it is very much ready to go. And this isn't much of a reach, but the reason why Discord is at GDC is probably to get a whole bunch of connections and try to get people to use their quest feature, specifically game developers. Because if you look at Discord's tweet talking about GDC, they actually have a talk with a handful of familiar faces. We have the CEO from Palworld, which, by the way, I put Palworld in that thumbnail talking about the Discord quest feature because it was the most popular game at the time of recording. But since they're in a talk with Discord, I'm gonna be honest, I probably set Discord up with a business opportunity, and Discord I'm expecting a finder's fee, 100%. I'm being delusional. But we also have other game companies like the game director of League of Legends, the person that ruined my mental health, and we have the director of microtransactions. So if I had to guess, there's a little bit of me theorizing, and we'll probably figure out in like the next 2 months if I'm correct. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna see some Discord quests about Palworld, but we'll also have some quests with League of Legends and whatever EA game that people play in this day and age. What, like FIFA 35? Anywho, gamers, it turns out my wife cheated on me with another Discord mod, so I'm gonna go drown my sorrows in a bucket of ice cream. Bye bye. I love you. Mwah.